नूतन विद्या मंदिर शिक्षण संस्था परभणी संचलित कैलासवासी रावसाहेब जामकर माध्यमिक व उच्च माध्यमिक विद्यालय परभणी प्रेझेंटेड बाय मिस्टर संतोष वाघमारे।
स्टैंडर्ड 6 जनरल साइंस।
Plants like grass are short, while others are tall and have a canopy. Some plants grow underwater, while some others float on water. We find that some plants grow even in deserts. Plants make their own food in sunlight. Such plants are called autotrophic plants. For example, hibiscus, pomegranate, etc. Some plants like fungus, Loranthus, dodder use other plants for food and are said to be heterotrophic. Plants like pitcher plant even consume insects. They are insectivorous plants. Now let's see the structure of the plant. Plant structure is divided into two parts: the stem, which grows above the ground, and the root, which grows below the ground surface. Root, stem and leaves are the main parts of the plant. Plant bear flowers for reproduction. Flowers are transformed into fruits. Fruits have seeds and seeds give rise to new plant. Now let's see the parts of the plant one by one. The flower. This is the most attractive part of the plant. It is connected to stem by stalk, which may be long or short. A flower has a typical color and shape. The flower is important means of reproduction. The leaf is flat. It plays an important role in production of food. Leaves are mainly of two types, simple and compound leaves. The stem. The height, shape and size of a plant depend upon the stem. The stem carries out the functions of production, conduction and storage of food. The root holds the soil firmly and anchor the plant. The main functions of root are to absorb and transport water and nutrients from the soil. The roots of the carrot and radish also store food. There are two types of roots, taproot and fibrous root. The fruits have different shapes. They contain one or more seeds. Need for classification of plants. Up to now, information about lakhs of plants have been collected. While studying the diversity in plants, they are classified for the sake of convenience on the basis of the similarities and differences in their structure, their organs and their other characteristics. Trees. Some plants grow tall. Their stem or trunk is hard and strong. They have branches at some height above the ground. They bear flowers and fruits for many years. Such plants are called trees. Trees are tall, big and perennial, that is, they live for many years. For example, mango. Shrubs. Some plants grow close to the ground. They give out branches very close to the ground. They are shorter and smaller than trees, but they have a thick and hard stem. For example, hibiscus coranti. Herbs. Herbs grow 1 to 1.5 meters tall. The stems of herbs are green and quite flexible as compared to those of trees and bushes. Herbs may live for a few months or up to 2 years. So in this way, plants are classified as trees, shrubs and herbs. Vines. Some vines need vertical support for growing, while some others spread on the ground. Climbers like the money plant have aerial roots. The stem of a creeper is very flexible, soft and green. It grows rapidly with the help of a support. According to the period of their life cycle, plants are classified as annuals, biennials and perennials. The life cycle of plants like jawar, sunflower is completed in 1 year. These plants are called annuals. The life cycle of plants like carrot, beetroot is of 2 years. They are called biennials. And shrubs like hibiscus and trees like mango, gulmohar live for several years and bear flowers and fruit. They are called perennials. Plants can be also classified as flowering plants and non-flowering plants. Plants that bear flowers are called flowering plants, while the plants that never bear flowers are called non-flowering plants. Non-flowering plants may not have organs like roots, stems, leaves. Plants can be also classified according to their habitat or the place where they grow. Land, water, marshy areas, desert, and even a big tree are the various habitats of plants. Now let's see diversity and classification in animals. Different animals have developed different shapes to survive in the environment. There is a great variety in the body structure of animals too. Animals have body parts like a head, neck, a torso, a tail, and limbs for movement. They have various organ systems which carry on various functions inside their body. Animals can be classified as unicellular and multicellular animals. Unicellular animals, they have only one cell in their body, for example, paramecium and amoeba. And multicellular animals, they have many cells in their body, for example, a horse, a bear, a tortoise, etc. Animals can also be classified as vertebrates and invertebrates. Animals with a vertebral column are called vertebrates, and animals without vertebral column, they are called invertebrates. Examples of vertebrates are snakes, birds, fish, kangaroos, etc. And examples of invertebrates are snails, cockroaches, earthworms, etc. According to the mode of reproduction, animals are classified into two types, namely oviparous animals which lay eggs, for example, birds, and viviparous animals which give birth to their young ones, example, a cow. According to their habitat, animals are usually classified into terrestrial and aquatic animals. Some animals live in both places, namely land and water. Therefore, they are called as amphibious animals. For example, frog, salamander, etc. A kite, an eagle, a crow, a butterfly, a honeybee all fly in the air, though they live in different places. These animals are said to have an aerial mode of life. Exercise: match the pairs. Amphibian, a frog. Vertebrate, a monkey. With scales, a snake. Who is the odd one out? Fungus, mushroom. Chrysanthemum, Spirogyra, chrysanthemum. Mango, banyan, palm, chickpea, palm. Grape, orange, lemon, hibiscus, hibiscus. Sunflower, banyan, jawar, bajra, banyan. Guava, radish, carrot, beetroot, guava. Deer, fish, man, worms, fish. What is the difference? Flowering plants, non-flowering plants. Flowering plants, they bear flowers. Non-flowering plants do not bear flowers. Flowering plants have roots, stem, leaves. Non-flowering plants may not have root, stem, leaves. Flowering plants bear fruits with seeds. Non-flowering plants do not bear fruits with seeds. Flowering plants are more evolved. Non-flowering plants are not much evolved. A tree and a shrub. A tree grows tall. A shrub does not grow tall. A tree is large in size. A shrub is small in size. Trees are perennial. Shrubs are annual or biennial. Trees give out branches at some height. For example, mango, neem. Shrubs give out branches very close to the ground level. Example, oleander. Vertebrates and invertebrates. Vertebrates have a vertebral column in their body. Invertebrates do not have a vertebral column in their body. Vertebrates have well-formed organs. Invertebrates do not have well-formed organs. Vertebrates are evolved animals. Invertebrates are primitive animals. Examples of vertebrates: man, fish, snake. Examples of invertebrates: amoeba, snail, insects, earthworm, etc. True or false? The snail is an aquatic animal. False. Amphibians can live in air and in water. False. The function of the brain is well developed in vertebrate animals. True. The amoeba is a multicellular animal. False. Write two names of each. A flowering plant, mango, hibiscus. A non-flowering plant, algae, ferns. A tree, teak and neem. A shrub, oleander, lantana. A creeper, pumpkin, cucumber. An annual plant, mango, jackfruit. A biennial plant, carrot, beetroot. A perennial plant, mango, gulmohar. Write answers to the following. What are the parts of the plant? Roots, stem, leaves, flowers and fruits are the parts of the plant. What are the functions of the root? Roots hold the soil firmly. Absorption of the water and nutrients from the soil is done by the roots. Roots transport the absorbed water and nutrients to the stem. Some modified roots store food in them. Roots also support the plant. Why is it necessary to classify living things? There is a vast diversity among the living things present on the earth. For identifying these living things and also for studying the characteristics of them, we need to classify them properly in scientific way. What are the criteria used to classify living things? Structure of the living things, different organs present, similarities and differences between them. Habitat. Tell some characteristics of creepers. The creepers have very flexible and green stem. It is soft and thus cannot give support to the plant on its own. The creeper therefore take the support of the nearby objects. Creepers have aerial roots. Some creepers spread horizontally on the ground. Explain the characteristics of the herbs with two examples. Herbs are short plants growing to the height of about 1 to 1.5 meters. The stems of the herbs are flexible and green. They are short-lived. They survive for a few months or a year or two. Examples: fenugreek and periwinkle. On the basis of which criteria will you classify plants and animals? Height, shape of stems, period of life cycle, whether they produce flowers or not, and habitat. These are the criteria for classifying plants. And now criteria for classifying animals: cell structure, vertebral column, method of reproduction, habitat. How is the body of animals protected? Some animals have protective covering on their body. Some animals have a layer of scales. Some, like turtles and tortoises, have plates. Some animals show behavior pattern that protects them. Some are provided with horns, nails, or sharp teeth.